Well, one of my favorite Christmas memories is about my mother. She was a lovely, sweet, tender lady, and she loved she loved Christmas and she loved her birthday. And she was in a nursing home, and all of my children showed up at the nursing home to celebrate Grandma's birthday or Grandma's Christmas and her birthday when it was her birthday. And we would always have presents for her, and she would sit there and wrap. She would unwrap. She'd just be so excited about a gift. And she always appreciated anything anybody ever did for her. And she would take the ribbons off, and she'd take the paper off, and she'd fold the paper very carefully like she was going to keep it for something. And she would open up the package, and she would get so excited about whatever happened to be in the package. And then when it was all over and everybody was having a good time and congratulating her on her birthday or Merry Christmas, whatever it was at the time, then she would sit there and she would put that present back together like it came to her. She would put the present in the box, and she would put the paper over it, and she would put it back in the box, and she would take the wrapping paper and wrap it up and put the ribbons on it again. And that's the way she always did things, but that's the way she lived her life. And she loved her grandchildren. She loved her great-grandchildren, the ones that she had before she died. And she just was a sweet little German lady. And she was a good cook. And she just loved family. That was her main thing, was family.
So she would love Christmas. She loved Christmas.
Oh,
Everybody
she loved
being
Christmas.
around.
Oh, Christmas was everything to her. It really was. And she always came. She lived in Kansas City, Missouri, but she always came to our house in Shawnee and celebrated Christmas with us, or birthdays with her grandchildren, birthdays with us, and because she was just a woman that family meant everything to her. And that's the way she lived her life. And those were all the things that, of course, I'm sure that my children and her grandchildren remember about her, because she was just a sweet lady. And she did nice things and sweet things for the kids. She took some of them on trips, and she worked for the Federal Reserve Bank for more than 25 years, which was quite a feat at the time that she did that, because there weren't a lot of women that worked that long in the business world, but she did. And she took a trip to Europe and met relatives that she had never ever seen in her life. She met them. They were relatives of her father and of her mother. And then after she came back, she kept in contact with them until they died. And she just was a family person. And I hope that that's the way I am, that that's the way I live my life. And I don't know what I would do without all of my grandchildren. If anybody asks me which one was my favorite, I don't have a favorite. I have all favorites. They're all favorites to me. And that's just the way I've lived my life.
It's a good life.
So